The American Rancher, a Western tradition for more than 100 years, founded on a strong work ethic and traditional values, which first fed a hungry nation and then a world with high-quality Black Angus beef. Here to kick off our three-part tribute to the American Farmer series is a man whose ranching traditions span 4 generations. We are so pleased to welcome to the show this morning Bob McClaren, the owner of 44 Farms located in Cameron, Texas. Hey, Bob, good morning.
Well, good morning, Danielle.
All right, so we're talking 4 generations of Texas ranchers. That really is a long tradition. Tell us a little more about that, Bob, and how 44 Farms came to be.
Yes, 44 Farms started in 1909. So for over 100 years, we've been producing great Black Angus cattle and great food for America. So we're excited about being here this morning and talking a little bit about agriculture in Texas.
I have to tell you, we're looking at pictures of the ranch right now. Absolutely amazing. You've got a great operation there.
Well, thank you. We have a great team that works really hard to keep the place looking good and making sure our cattle are fed the best and treated in the highest quality manner.
Well, you know what? For meat lovers, nothing compares to a good, juicy steak that comes right off the grill. What makes Black Angus beef so different?
Well, it's the marbling. The marbling is the key, Danielle, and that is what we've tried to focus on for 100 years, improving that marbling in the beef, which provides that great flavor and texture.
Am I going to be sounding like probably not a rancher if I say what is marbling?
Whoa, that's a great question.
Okay, good.
Great question. That is that white little veining you see in a steak. And that is what produces the great flavor. When that warms up, when it's grilled, that really sets off the texture of the meat.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, I know the consumers are familiar with the term USDA. Explain for us that meat grading process and system and what that means in terms of taste and quality and appearance.
It's really a quality issue. The United States Department of Agriculture grades every piece of meat, and they give it a prime rating or a choice rating or a select. Prime is the very best, and that's what we try to achieve every time we raise any of our cattle. So that's that upper grade, that high quality beef, which is really driven by the marbling characteristics of the beef.
I think that's something that's very important. And I know that you have been quoted as saying 44 Farms is a place where the future is knocking at the door, but the past always has a seat at the table. Elaborate on that.
Well, it's our history and our heritage. From 1909, we've been trying to care for the cattle and care for the land as best we can. And those traditional values of hard work, a lot of men and women have worked very hard for a long time to make sure that 44 Farms maintains its rich heritage and continues to provide a great quality product.
Your mantra is know your rancher. How can the average consumer make that happen?
Well, you know, today everyone wants to know where their food comes from and how it's taken care of and fed, and we hope people will take an interest in where their great Black Angus beef comes from. And we think that we have the very best in the country, and we think our story is unique. All of our cattle are all natural. They don't receive any kind of hormones or antibiotics, and they're just treated so well. There's fresh water in every pasture and great food for them to eat.
I think that's important for consumers to know as well, because they know they're going to get exactly what you talked about, that high quality.
Well, you're right, and that all-natural piece of that is very important, and we think it's important. And nothing's added, no preservatives, and we're excited from our very top-of-the-line fillets all the way down to our ground meat and hot dogs.
Right.
We feel like we have the best hot dogs in America, too.
Oh, well, hot dogs are American. So,
oh, you're so right.
I mean, I think you've got that covered. Where can our viewers find your products? Where can they find Black Angus products?
44steaks.com. That is an online store, and we have all of our products there, and we would love for everybody to check us out. Our story's there, and it's one that I think people will find interesting.
Well, I found it interesting this morning, Bob. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing that story with us this morning.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. And if you'd like to get to know your rancher, visit their website at 44 Steaks, as Bob said, 44steaks.com. That is 44steaks.com. Or visit us at Facebook and share your secrets to making memorable meals for the ones you love. And invite us along, too. We'd love to share those meals with you. That's facebook.com/The Balancing Act Fans.